Hey there, folks! Welcome back to another deep dive into the fascinating and often bewildering world of international trade. Tonight, we're diving into the wacky world of international trade, specifically the trade war between the United States and China. This isn't just any trade war. It's a high-stakes game of economic chess between two of the world's largest economies. Grab your helmets because things might get a little heated. We're talking about tariffs, trade deficits, and a whole lot of political maneuvering. You see, our man in the White House, the Donald, decided to slap some hefty taxes, called tariffs, on goods coming in from China. These tariffs are essentially a tax on imports, making foreign goods more expensive. Think of it like this. You're at a yard sale, eyeing that sweet vintage lava lamp. You've been wanting it for a while, and just when you're about to buy it, the price tag jumps up 25% because, well, reasons. Suddenly, the price tag jumps up 25% because, well, reasons. That's the effect of tariffs. They make imported goods more expensive, hoping to encourage consumers to buy domestic products instead. That's kind of what tariffs do. They make Chinese products more expensive for us Americans, hoping we'll buy American instead. The idea is to protect domestic industries from foreign competition. Now, the Donald claims this is a genius move, a real art-of-the-deal maneuver to bring China to its knees. He believes that by imposing these tariffs, he can force China to change its trade practices and level the playing field. He says they've been ripping us off for years, and it's time they played fair. According to Trump, China has been engaging in unfair trade practices, such as intellectual property theft and forced technology transfers. But like that questionable hot dog at the same yard sale, this whole tariff thing might be harder to stomach than it looks. While the intention is to protect American jobs and industries, the reality is often more complicated. The big question is, will these tariffs actually work, or will they blow up in our faces like a poorly made firework? Critics argue that tariffs can lead to higher prices for consumers and retaliatory measures from other countries. Let's unpack this trade war, shall we? To understand the full impact, we need to look at the broader context of global trade. Trade isn't just about buying and selling goods, it's about complex supply chains, international relationships, and economic policies. For instance, many products we buy are made from components sourced from multiple countries. A single smartphone might have parts from China, South Korea, Japan, and the United States. Tariffs can disrupt these supply chains, leading to delays and increased costs. Economists also point out that trade deficits aren't necessarily a bad thing. A trade deficit means a country is importing more than it's exporting, which can be a sign of a strong economy with high consumer demand. Small businesses and manufacturers often bear the brunt of tariffs. Higher costs for imported materials can squeeze profit margins and make it harder to compete. Some businesses might even have to lay off workers or shut down entirely. On the diplomatic front, tariffs can strain relationships between countries. Trade negotiations become more contentious, and allies might find themselves at odds. It's a delicate balancing act, trying to protect domestic interests while maintaining good international relations. Public opinion is also divided. Some people support tariffs as a way to protect American jobs and industries, while others worry about the long-term economic impact. Protests and rallies often reflect these conflicting views. So, will Trump's tariffs bring about the desired change, or will they end up causing more harm than good? The jury is still out. Economists and analysts continue to debate the potential outcomes, and only time will tell how this trade war will unfold. One thing is certain. The world of international trade is complex and ever-changing. As we navigate these turbulent waters, it's important to stay informed and understand the broader implications of policies like tariffs. Whether you're a consumer, a business owner, or just someone interested in global economics, the trade war between the United States and China is a topic worth paying attention to. It affects prices, jobs, and the overall health of the economy. So, stay tuned, folks. We'll keep you updated on the latest developments in this ongoing saga. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep an eye on those price tags. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. One of the curveballs in this whole trade war is the Chinese Yuan. The value of a currency can have far-reaching implications, not just for the country in question, but for the global economy as a whole. Now, you might think a strong currency is like having ripped abs. universally desirable. After all, who wouldn't want a currency that can buy more goods and services abroad, right? But hold your horses, buckaroo. It's not always that simple. Just like how having ripped abs requires a lot of maintenance and can sometimes be impractical, a strong currency comes with its own set of challenges. See, when a country's currency gets stronger, it makes their exports more expensive for other countries. This is because foreign buyers have to spend more of their own currency to buy the same amount of goods. Imagine trying to sell your homemade cookies for $5 a pop when the shop next door is selling theirs for $2. Your cookies might be delicious, but the higher price could drive customers away. Not exactly a recipe for success, right? This is the dilemma that many exporters face when their home currency appreciates. That's the situation China is facing. With a stronger yuan, Chinese goods become more expensive on the international market, making it harder for Chinese companies to compete. A stronger yuan makes their stuff pricier for us Americans, which means we might buy less. This decrease in demand can lead to lower sales and profits for Chinese businesses. And that, my friends, is not good news for the Chinese economy. Lower demand for exports can lead to slower economic growth, job losses, and a host of other economic issues. So, while a strong yuan sounds good on paper, it can actually make it harder for China to sell its goods globally. This is a classic example of how economic policies and market forces can have unintended consequences. It's like trying to win a staring contest with your eyes glued wide open. You might start strong, but eventually, the strain becomes too much to bear. Sure, it sounds impressive, but it's not a sustainable strategy. Just like holding your breath underwater, a strong currency can only be maintained for so long before the negative effects start to outweigh the benefits. This is why countries often engage in currency manipulation or other economic policies to keep their currency at a competitive level. It's a delicate balancing act that requires careful planning and execution. Economic advisors and policymakers must constantly monitor the situation and make adjustments as needed. It's a complex game of chess where every move can have significant repercussions. The global economy is interconnected, and changes in one country's currency can ripple through the entire system. This is why understanding the nuances of currency strength is so important. For everyday people, the strength of their country's currency can affect everything from the price of imported goods to the cost of traveling abroad. It's a factor that influences our daily lives in more ways than we might realize. So next time you hear about a country's currency getting stronger or weaker, remember that it's not just a simple matter of good or bad. There are many layers to the story, and understanding them can give you a better grasp of the global economy. In the end, a strong currency isn't always a good thing, and a weak currency isn't always bad. It's all about finding the right balance to ensure economic stability and growth. And to understand this trade war, we need to rewind the clock a bit. Let's take a trip down memory lane, back to the days of Trump steaks, Trump Airlines, and, well, you get the idea. Trump's history with China has always been, let's call it, complicated. He spent years accusing them of stealing American jobs, manipulating their currency, and generally being up to no good. It's like that friend who always suspects you're stealing their fries, even when you're just minding your own business. Now, there's no doubt that China plays hardball in the global market. But Trump's approach has been less strategic negotiation, and more throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. The result? A whole lot of uncertainty, and a trade war that seems to escalate faster than a game of Monopoly with your in-laws. To truly understand the trade war, we need to peek inside the Donald's brain. What drives his decisions? What fuels his strategies? Is there a grand plan, or is it all just a series of impulsive moves? Now, I'm no psychiatrist, but I've watched enough of his speeches to know this. Trump sees the world as one giant deal, and he's determined to come out on top. Every interaction, every negotiation, every handshake is a transaction in his eyes. He's the ultimate deal maker, or so he believes. He believes that by being tough on China, by slapping them with tariffs and talking tough, he can force them to make concessions and strike a deal that benefits America. It's a strategy rooted in his business background, where being the toughest negotiator often means getting the best deal. It's a very might makes right approach to international relations. In Trump's world, strength and dominance are the keys to success. He sees international diplomacy as a zero-sum game, where one nation's gain is another's loss. But here's the thing. Global economics is a lot more complicated than a real estate deal. The global economy is an intricate web of interdependencies, where actions in one part of the world can have ripple effects across the globe. It's not just about winning or losing, it's about maintaining a balance that benefits everyone. There are a lot more players, a lot more moving parts, and the consequences of a bad deal can be far more significant than a bunch of angry tenants. We're talking about the livelihoods of millions of people, the stability of entire economies, and the future of international relations. So, is Trump playing 4D chess while the rest of us are stuck with checkers? Is there a deeper strategy at play, one that we can't yet see? Or is it all just a series of haphazard moves, driven by gut instinct and a desire to win at all costs? Or is he just making it up as he goes along, like a toddler with a tub of Play-Doh? Only time will tell. The world watches, waits, and wonders. In the end, the true impact of Trump's trade policies will be judged not by the deals he makes, but by the lasting effects they have on the global stage. Will his approach lead to a stronger, more prosperous America? Or will it create more chaos and uncertainty in an already volatile world? The answers are still unfolding, and the stakes have never been higher. The ripple effect of tariffs. Pause. Twos. Tariffs, simple taxes on imports, sound like a straightforward tool for economic leverage. But their effects can be anything but simple. When the Trump administration imposed tariffs on Chinese goods, it wasn't just a matter of making Chinese products more expensive in the US. The ripples spread far and wide, touching industries and consumers in unexpected ways. Cut to image of US port with containers, iStock. Video of factory workers assembling products, iStock. Video of shoppers in a supermarket, iStock. For American businesses relying on Chinese components, the increased costs were immediate and painful. Some had to raise prices, others had to cut jobs, and many saw their profit margins shrink. The tariffs were meant to protect American jobs, but in some cases, they did the opposite. Cut to video of factory closing down, iStock. Image of empty store shelves, iStock. Video of a family budgeting at home, iStock. Pause ones. Consumers felt the pinch too. Higher prices on everyday goods, from electronics to clothing, meant families had to stretch their budgets further. And it wasn't just American consumers who were affected. Chinese manufacturers, facing reduced demand from the US, looked for new markets, shifting the global trade landscape in unpredictable ways. Cut to video of Chinese factory workers, iStock. Image of global trade routes, iStock. Video of crowded market in another country, iStock. Pause ones. But the ripples didn't stop there. Allies and trade partners were caught in the crossfire. Countries with close economic ties to both the US and China found themselves having to navigate a complex web of tariffs and trade barriers, leading to strained relationships and new alliances. Cut to video of International Trade Summit, iStock. Image of world leaders shaking hands, iStock. Video of cargo ships at sea, iStock. Pause repa. Ones. The global economy is like a finely tuned machine, with each part playing a crucial role. When one part is disrupted, the whole system can be thrown off balance. The tariffs were a bold move in a high-stakes game, but the consequences were far-reaching and often unexpected. Cut to image of a world map with economic data overlays, iStock. Video of economists debating, iStock. Video of stock market fluctuations, iStock. Pause ones. In the end, the true cost of the tariffs may not be fully understood for years to come. They were a gamble, a bet that tough tactics could force China to the negotiating table and lead to a better deal for America. But as with any gamble, the outcome is uncertain, and the stakes are incredibly high. Cut to video of Trump speaking at a rally, iStock. Image of a busy stock exchange floor, iStock. Video of international trade negotiations, iStock. Pause ones. So, as we watch this economic drama unfold, one thing is clear. The ripple effect of tariffs has changed the global trade landscape, and the world will be dealing with the aftershocks for a long time to come. Pause 3s. The global trade war. Pause 2s. While tariffs were the opening salvo, the broader conflict soon escalated into a full-blown trade war. The Trump administration's aggressive stance on trade wasn't just aimed at China, it was a message to the world. Cut to video of Trump signing trade documents, iStock. Image of trade, war headline, iStock. Trade wars have no winners, only casualties. As the US and China imposed tit-for-tat tariffs, other nations were dragged into the fray. The European Union, Canada, and Mexico found themselves caught in the middle, having to choose sides or risk their own economic stability. Cut to video of European leaders in a summit, iStock. Image of Canadian and Mexican flags, iStock. Video of international trade meeting, iStock. Pause 1s. For businesses around the world, the uncertainty was crippling. Supply chains that had been reliable for decades were suddenly in disarray. Companies had to rethink their strategies, diversify their suppliers, and brace for the impact of fluctuating costs and market instability. Cut to video of a disrupted supply chain, iStock. Image of a factory line standing still, iStock. Video of a business meeting with stressed executives, iStock. Pause 1s. The ripple effects extended beyond economics. Political alliances were tested and old partnerships were strained. Countries that had long been allies found themselves at odds, while new alliances formed in response to the shifting trade landscape. Cut to video of political leaders arguing, iStock. Image of a fractured globe, iStock. Video of new international agreements being signed, iStock. Pause 1s. In the digital age, information moves quickly, and markets react even faster. Stock markets around the world saw unprecedented volatility as investors tried to predict the next move in this high-stakes game. Economies that were already fragile teetered on the brink of recession. Cut to video of stock market tickers, iStock. Image of a stock market crash headline, iStock. Video of investors reacting to market changes, iStock. Pause 1s. While the trade war was a gamble for the Trump administration, it was also a wake-up call for the world. The interconnected nature of the global economy means that no country is an island. The actions of one nation can have far-reaching consequences, and the stakes have never been higher. Cut to video of a global economic summit, iStock. Image of a world map with trade routes highlighted, iStock. Video of economists discussing trade policies, iStock. Pause 1s. As the dust begins to settle, one thing is clear. The global trade war has reshaped the world order. The lessons learned will guide future trade policies, but the scars will take time to heal. In this new era of economic conflict, the world must navigate a complex web of challenges and opportunities. Cut to video of world leaders shaking hands, iStock. Image of a balanced scale with trade symbols, iStock. Video of a bustling international market, iStock. Pause 3s. Winners and losers. Pause 2s. In any conflict, there are those who come out ahead and those who fall behind. As the global trade war unfolded, the landscape of winners and losers began to take shape. Cut to video of a bustling stock exchange, iStock. Image of a CEO celebrating, iStock. Pause 1s. Some industries and companies found new opportunities amid the chaos. With traditional supply chains disrupted, innovative businesses that could adapt quickly saw their fortunes rise. Countries that had been sidelined in global trade suddenly found themselves in demand as new trade routes were explored. Cut to video of a tech company developing new solutions, iStock. Image of a new trade route map, iStock. Video of a small business thriving, iStock. Pause 1s. But for many, the trade war brought hardship. Farmers, manufacturers, and small businesses bore the brunt of the tariffs, facing higher costs and shrinking markets. The agricultural sector, in particular, was hit hard, with American farmers losing access to crucial export markets. Cut to Video of a struggling farmer. I stock. Image of unsold crops piling up. I stock. Video of a factory shutting down. I stock. Pause. Ones. The human cost was significant. Jobs were lost, and communities that depended on industries affected by the tariffs faced economic decline. In some regions, the social fabric was strained as people struggled to make ends meet. Cut 2. Video of a worker being laid off. I stock. Image of a closed storefront. I stock. Video of a community meeting. I stock. Pause. Ones. On the international stage, the trade war shifted the balance of power. Emerging economies like Vietnam and India capitalized on the void left by China in manufacturing, attracting new investments and trade deals. Meanwhile, traditional allies of the US found themselves re-evaluating their economic partnerships. Cut 2. Video of a new factory in Vietnam. I stock. Image of India's booming market. I stock. Video of a trade agreement signing ceremony. I stock. Pause. Ones. For China, the trade war was both a challenge and an opportunity. While they faced significant economic pressure, it also accelerated their push for technological self-reliance and expanded their influence in other regions through initiatives like the Belt and Road. Cut 2. Video of a Chinese tech company. I stock. Image of the Belt and Road map. I stock. Video of a Chinese trade delegation. I stock. Pause. Ones. In the end, the global trade war reshuffled the deck, creating both winners and losers. The long-term effects will continue to unfold, shaping the future of international trade and economic relations. As the world moves forward, the lessons learned will be crucial in navigating the complexities of global commerce. Cut 2. Video of a global market. I stock. Image of a balanced scale with trade symbols. I stock. Video of economists discussing future trade policies. I stock. Pause. 3s. The future of US-China relations. Pause. 2s. As the dust settles from the global trade war, one question remains. What does the future hold for US-China relations? Cut 2. Video of a sunrise over a city skyline. I stock. Image of an American and Chinese flag side by side. I stock. Pause. Ones. The relationship between these two economic giants is complex and multifaceted. Trade tensions have revealed underlying issues, but they have also highlighted the interdependence that exists between the two nations. Cut 2. Video of a busy port with shipping containers. I stock. Image of a handshake between business leaders. I stock. Video of a joint press conference. I stock. Pause. Ones. In the short term, both countries may seek to stabilize their economies and rebuild trust. This could involve new trade agreements, diplomatic efforts, and cooperative ventures in areas like technology and climate change. Cut 2. Video of a trade agreement signing ceremony. I stock. Image of a collaborative tech project. I stock. Video of a climate change summit. I stock. Pause. 1s. However, long-term challenges remain. Issues such as intellectual property rights, cybersecurity, and geopolitical influence will continue to create friction. Both nations will need to navigate these waters carefully to avoid further escalation. Cut 2. Video of a cybersecurity meeting. I stock. Image of a globe with digital connections. I stock. Video of a geopolitical strategy session. I stock. Pause. Ones. The global community will also play a crucial role in shaping the future of US-China relations. International organizations, alliances, and multilateral agreements can help mediate conflicts and promote cooperation. Cut 2. Video of a United Nations meeting. I stock. Image of world leaders at a summit. I stock. Video of a multilateral trade agreement signing. I stock. Pause. Ones. Ultimately, the future of US-China relations will depend on the willingness of both nations to find common ground and address their differences constructively. The stakes are high, but so are the opportunities for mutual benefit. Cut 2. Video of a collaborative research project. I stock. Image of a global economic forum. I stock. Video of a successful trade negotiation. I stock. Pause. Ones. As we look ahead, the lessons learned from the past will be invaluable. The path forward may be uncertain, but with careful diplomacy and a commitment to cooperation, a more stable and prosperous relationship is possible. Cut 2. Video of a peaceful cityscape. I-stock. Image of a balanced scale with US and China symbols. I-stock. Video of economists discussing future policies. I-stock. Pause 3s. Economic strategies in a new era. Pause 2s. As the world evolves, so must the economic strategies of nations. The US and China are no exception. Cut 2. Video of a bustling stock exchange. I-stock. Image of a futuristic cityscape. I-stock. Pause 1s. In this new era, both countries are rethinking their approaches to trade, investment, and innovation. The focus is shifting towards sustainability, digital transformation, and resilience. Cut 2. Video of a renewable energy plant. I-stock. Image of a digital network. I-stock. Video of a tech startup incubator. I-stock. Pause. 1s. For the United States, this means investing in infrastructure, education, and technology to maintain its competitive edge. Policies are being crafted to support domestic industries while also fostering international partnerships. Cut 2. Video of a high-speed train. I-stock. Image of a modern classroom. I-stock. Video of a robotics lab. I-stock. Pause. 1s. China, on the other hand, is focusing on its Belt and Road Initiative, aiming to expand its influence through infrastructure projects and economic corridors. This strategy is designed to create new markets and strengthen its global presence. Cut 2. Video of a large construction project. I-stock. Image of a trade route map. I-stock. Video of a Chinese port. I-stock. Pause. 1s. Both nations are also prioritizing green technologies and renewable energy as they strive to meet global climate goals. This shared focus presents opportunities for collaboration in areas like clean energy and sustainable development. Cut 2. Video of a solar farm. I-stock. Image of wind turbines. I-stock. Video of a climate conference. I-stock. Pause 1s. In the financial sector, digital currencies and fintech innovations are reshaping the landscape. The US and China are at the forefront of this revolution, exploring new ways to enhance financial inclusion and economic efficiency. Cut 2. Video of a digital currency transaction. I-stock. Image of a blockchain network. I-stock. Video of a fintech conference. I-stock. Pause 1s. As these economic strategies unfold, the global community will be watching closely. The interplay between the US and China will have significant implications for international trade, investment, and growth. Cut 2. Video of a global economic summit. I-stock. Image of a world map with economic data. I-stock. Video of economists discussing trends. I-stock. Pause 1s. The stakes are high, but so are the potential rewards. With thoughtful planning and strategic foresight, both nations can navigate this new era successfully, paving the way for a more interconnected and prosperous world. Cut 2. Video of a successful trade deal. I-stock. Image of a handshake over a contract. I-stock. Video of a thriving global marketplace. I-stock. Pause 3s. The role of technology. Pause 2s. Technology has always been a driving force behind economic and societal changes. In the context of US-China relations, it plays a pivotal role in shaping the future. Cut 2. Video of a bustling tech hub. I-stock. Image of advanced AI systems. I-stock. Paused 1s. Both nations are heavily investing in emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, 5G, and quantum computing. Video of a robotics lab. I-stock. Image of a 5G network tower. I-stock. Video of a quantum computer. I-stock. Pause 1s. For the United States, maintaining technological leadership is crucial for national security and economic prosperity. Investments in research and development are being ramped up, with a focus on fostering innovation and protecting intellectual property. Video of a high-tech research facility. iStock. Image of a patent office. iStock. Video of a startup accelerator. iStock. Pause once. China, too, is making significant strides in technology. Through initiatives like Made in China 2025, the country aims to become a global leader in high-tech industries. This includes advancements in areas such as biotechnology, aerospace, and advanced materials. Video of a biotech lab. iStock. Image of a satellite launch. iStock. Video of a manufacturing plant. iStock. Pause once. The competition between the US and China in the tech sector is intense, but it also opens doors for collaboration. Joint ventures and partnerships in technological research can lead to breakthroughs that benefit the global community. Video of a collaborative research project. iStock. Image of a joint venture agreement. iStock. Video of an international tech conference. iStock. Pause once. Cybersecurity is another critical area where technology plays a role. Both nations are investing in protecting their digital infrastructures and ensuring the integrity of their technological advancements. Video of a cybersecurity operations center. iStock. Image of a firewall. iStock. Video of a cyber defense drill. iStock. Pause once. As technology continues to evolve, its impact on US-China relations will be profound. The balance of power in the tech sector will influence global trade, security, and economic growth. Video of a global tech summit. iStock. Image of a world map with tech hubs highlighted. iStock. Video of a futuristic city. iStock. Pause once. In this digital age, the role of technology cannot be overstated. It is not just a tool, but a strategic asset that will shape the future of international relations and global prosperity. Video of a successful tech collaboration. iStock. Image of a handshake over a tech contract. iStock. Video of a thriving tech marketplace. iStock. Pause threes. The human impact. Pause twos. Amidst the economic strategies and technological advancements, it's easy to overlook the human element. But the impact of US-China relations extends far beyond boardrooms and policy papers. It touches the lives of millions. Cut 2. Video of a bustling street market in China. iStock. Image of a small-town American Main Street. iStock. Pause once. For American workers in industries affected by tariffs, the consequences can be severe. Factory closures and job losses have a ripple effect on families and communities. Video of a closed factory. iStock. Image of a family at a kitchen table, looking concerned. iStock. Video of a community rallying together. iStock. Pause once. In China, farmers and small business owners also feel the strain. The trade war has led to decreased demand for their products, affecting their livelihoods. Video of a Chinese farmer in a field. iStock. Image of a small business owner looking at empty shelves. iStock. Video of a market with fewer customers. iStock. Pause once. Students and young professionals in both countries face uncertainty as well. The exchange programs and job opportunities they once relied on are now in jeopardy. Video of a university graduation. iStock. Image of a young professional looking at job listings. iStock. Video of an empty classroom. iStock. Pause once. Yet, amidst these challenges, stories of resilience and hope emerge. Communities come together to support each other, and individuals find new ways to adapt and thrive. Video of a community food drive. iStock. Image of a small business reopening. iStock. Video of a support group meeting. iStock. Pause once. In the end, the human impact of US-China relations is a reminder of our shared humanity. The policies and decisions made at the highest levels trickle down to affect us all. Video of people from different backgrounds shaking hands. iStock. Image of a diverse group of friends. iStock. Video of a community celebration. iStock. Pause 1s. As we navigate this complex relationship, let us not forget the people at its heart. Their stories are a testament to the strength and resilience of the human spirit. Video of a family smiling together. iStock. Image of a child holding a globe. iStock. Video of a hopeful sunrise. iStock. Pause 3s. As we conclude this exploration of US-China relations, it's clear that the complexities run deep, impacting not only economies, but also the lives of everyday people. Video of a world map with the US and China highlighted. iStock. Image of international leaders shaking hands. iStock. Pause 1s. The tariffs and trade policies have set off a chain reaction, influencing global markets and reshaping alliances. Video of stock market tickers. iStock. Image of a cargo ship in a port. iStock. Pause 1s. While some industries have benefited, many have faced significant challenges. Video of a factory assembly line. iStock. Image of a family at a kitchen table. iStock. Video of a community rallying together. iStock. Pause 1s. In this new era of economic strategies, technology plays a critical role. Video of a tech startup office. iStock. Image of a person using a smartphone. iStock. Video of a robotics lab. iStock. Pause 1s. But beyond the statistics and strategies, the human impact remains the most compelling aspect of this narrative. Video of a community food drive. iStock. Image of a small business reopening. iStock. Video of a support group meeting. iStock. Pause 1s. As we move forward, the future of US-China relations will continue to evolve. Video of a diplomatic meeting. iStock. Image of a diverse group of people holding hands. iStock. Video of a hopeful sunrise. iStock. Pause 1s. In the end, it's the people who make the difference. Video of a family smiling together. iStock. Image of a child holding a globe. iStock. Video of a hopeful sunrise. iStock. Pause 3s. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the intricate web of US-China relations. Until next time, stay informed and stay connected. As we delve deeper into the ramifications of US-China relations, it's imperative to consider the far-reaching impact on global supply chains. Video of a bustling port with cargo ships. iStock. Image of a logistics warehouse. iStock. Pause 1s. The intricate web of suppliers, manufacturers, and distributors has been significantly disrupted. Video of an assembly line halting. iStock. Image of shipping containers stacked high. iStock. Pause 1s. Companies worldwide are reevaluating their sourcing strategies. Video of a business meeting discussing logistics. iStock. Image of a map showing global trade routes. iStock. Pause 1s. The shift has led to both opportunities and challenges. Video of a factory retooling its operations. iStock. Image of workers in a new manufacturing plant. iStock. Pause 1s. Some regions have seen a surge in investment as companies seek alternatives to China. Video of a new factory being constructed. iStock. Image of a business handshake in Southeast Asia. iStock. Pause 1s. However, the transition is not without its hurdles. Video of a delayed shipment at a port. iStock. Image of a stressed logistics manager. iStock. Pause 1s. The environmental impact of shifting supply chains also raises concerns. Video of increased emissions from ships. iStock. Image of a polluted industrial area. iStock. Pause 1s. As companies adapt, the need for innovation in logistics and sustainability grows. Video of a tech-driven logistics solution. iStock. Image of renewable energy powering a factory. iStock. Pause 1s. In the end, the resilience of global supply chains will be tested. Video of a supply chain recovery effort. iStock. Image of a diverse team strategizing. iStock. Pause 1s. The lessons learned will shape the future of international trade. Video of a successful trade agreement being signed. iStock. Image of a world map with interconnected trade routes. iStock. Pause 3s. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the intricate web of US-China relations. Until next time, stay informed and stay connected. As we look ahead, the future of global trade remains a topic of significant interest and speculation. Video of a futuristic city skyline, iStock. Image of a high-tech logistics hub, iStock. Pause once. The shifts we are witnessing today are laying the groundwork for tomorrow's trade landscape. Video of autonomous trucks in a warehouse, iStock. Image of drones delivering packages, iStock. Pause once. Emerging technologies are set to revolutionize the way goods are transported and tracked. Video of blockchain technology in use, iStock. Image of a digital ledger, iStock. Pause once. Blockchain, for instance, promises greater transparency and security in supply chains. Video of a smart contract being executed, iStock. Image of a digital handshake, iStock. Pause once. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are also playing critical roles. Video of AI algorithms optimizing logistics, iStock. Image of a robotic sorting system, iStock. Pause once. These advancements can lead to more efficient and responsive trade networks. Video of an AI-driven warehouse, iStock. Image of a smart factory, iStock. Pause one is. Sustainability will be another key focus. Video of solar-powered logistics centers, iStock. Image of electric cargo ships, iStock. Pause. Ones. Green technologies are becoming integral to reducing the environmental impact of trade. Video of a wind-powered cargo ship, iStock. Image of a solar panel installation, iStock. Pause. Ones. Geopolitical dynamics will continue to influence trade policies and partnerships. Video of a diplomatic meeting, iStock. Image of a world map with trade routes, iStock. Pause. Ones. Countries are likely to seek new alliances and trade agreements to secure their economic interests. Video of a trade agreement being signed, iStock. Image of a global trade summit, iStock. Pause. One is. Digital trade is also on the rise. Video of an e-commerce warehouse, iStock. Image of a global online marketplace, iStock. Pause. One is. E-commerce platforms are expanding, enabling businesses to reach international markets more easily. Video of a small business shipping internationally, iStock. Image of a diverse team managing online orders, iStock. Pause. Ones. In this evolving landscape, adaptability and innovation will be crucial. Video of a company adapting to new trade regulations, iStock. Image of a team brainstorming new strategies, iStock. Pause. Ones. Businesses that can navigate these changes will be well positioned for success. Video of a thriving company, iStock. Image of a growing market, iStock. Pause. Ones. As we move forward, the future of global trade promises to be dynamic and transformative. Video of a bustling global market, iStock. Image of a connected world, iStock. Pause. Threes. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the evolving world of global trade. Stay tuned for more insights and updates.